What's going on? It's your dog Artmanboxing, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Man, I know it's been a little minute since I've been on here. I'll be busy, man, painting these pictures, shipping these orders and stuff. Brother, be real live busy, man. Um, but it's a couple things I wanted to chop it up on tonight. Shit, I gotta talk about that Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, Errol Spence versus motherfucking Crawford, and the guy Tyson Fury not being allowed to travel to the United States. And y'all don't mind the noise. I'm over here making me a steak. Hell yeah. Waiting for my people to join so we can talk this boxing talk. Hell yeah. Got my Canelo, my Reynoso going on right now. Hell yeah. We're going to chop it up though. We doing this shit right now. I'm tripping. I just got some art to do. I just left the gym. Feeling good. Feeling real healthy. Clean up my mess. But yeah, tonight's gonna be a good night, y'all. We don't got no fights this weekend, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the schedule, but I'm kind of dissatisfied with the Joe Smith versus Better Be. That shit was a waste of my time, if you ask me. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. That shit, I was looking like, man, this it? This is it, nigga? Hey, what's going on, brother D Hive?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Shit, I'm good. I'm over here enjoying the fruits of my labor. About to make me a nice steak. Chill out.
That's what's up.
But
That's what's up. Yeah. The
yeah, we
only
talking this
fights I think.
boxing. Yeah.
I was just gonna say the only fights I think we have this weekend is fucking Bam versus Sarungi side, and I think fucking what's his name MJ versus Ronnie Rios. I think that's all on the same card.
Didn't that shit just get canceled?
Wait, Ronnie Rios and MJ? Oh
No,
hell.
some fight just got canceled.
Oh, well, I know Charlo's shit got fucking rescheduled because he is having back issues. But I know goddamn well because honestly, Ronnie Rios might fuck around and beat MJ on some real shit. But
I'm kind of pissed off that Charlo didn't fight on Juneteenth, man. He couldn't make that
yeah,
his date. Make Juneteenth his date.
yeah, that was supposed to be his shit. But
So what he gonna do? He gonna come back and fight Celeste or what?
I mean, yeah, I mean he's supposed to. I mean, I don't know
Oh,
why he turned down the paycheck. Go ahead and knock fucking Selesky's ass smooth out, and then fucking get him up out of there.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but
So
Ronnie Rios and MJ and Sarung Visai versus Bam Rodriguez, that's all on the same card. This is actually not a terrible card, to be honest. And I don't know why the fuck they're giving Raymond Ford another undefeated fighter. I don't know if that's a good idea. They match him kind of tough. I don't know why the fuck they would do that after his recent performances.
he that left a bad taste on people's mouth, so he got to show the world he really about it.
Okay, shit. Anyway,
You know
what's
what I'm
up,
saying?
PTH? I mean, he been talking big shit on Twitter, so that's up to him. But shit, if I was Eddie Hearn and them, because all their people keep getting smoked. If I'm Eddie Hearn, then I'm gonna calm that shit down. Like Montana Love, he don't need no undefeated motherfuckers next.
Yeah, Montana loves he. Whoo,
I remember niggas were telling me, "Oh, this gonna
whoo.
be the next Adrian Broner." I'm like, based
I
off of
see,
what?
bro. Look, I've seen it. I seen the dude, man. I said, look, I still remember when he fought on Showbox, and I felt like he kind of lost that fight. And I was like, oh, this is the guy. I don't know.
It's just people kept saying that he's next up at 140 and he's a walking upset alert, and I'm like, based off of what? Because he looks like AB. Like niggas have one good performance, and next thing you know, they next up. I'm like, okay, and then when they get smoked, then what? Then what? Like niggas, like bro, wasn't it just like 6 months ago? Motherfuckers was talking about Mark Castro, like he could fuck with Keyshawn or Devin Haney, and he goes in there and looks like complete garbage.
Yep, I was
Fucking
there.
Elon Musk, like I'm telling you, dude, just like motherfuckers talking about Andy Cruz ain't had a single professional fight. Okay, it sound good. It always sound good, and then they get in there and get whooped on, and then we gotta move on and not call these bitch dudes out pretending like they know something.
Man, people be getting upset, man, when you just say when you keep it 100. It's like, dude, this is entertainment, man. I get it, respect to the fighter, but this is still entertainment. And when we know a guy is trash, it's like, we see it. You can't tell us we can't like a certain thing and we have to like a certain thing. I don't have to like a certain fighter. You know that, right? Regardless.
Right. And then these dudes talk so much shit about certain people, they gotta stay dick riding after they lose. Like you saw Canelo went in there and acquitted himself like a bitch against somebody he didn't respect, and then everybody trying to move past that, not talk about like that shit didn't happen.
It just didn't happen. Like I didn't just troll us for years and told us that our favorite fighters don't deserve a fucking title shot with him because he's just so good.
Right. And didn't Polo's bitch ass on multiple occasions get on here and talk about how he's gonna fight and beat all these people, and he didn't even make it past phase 1. Got his ass
past phase 1. Now he be mad as hell on fucking Twitter, just posting whatever. Anytime you see Artman slander, he's there because he know deep down inside we got the ether button right there. We can just say whatever about your boy Canelo Alvarez, and that's what happens when you put your eggs in one fucking basket for one guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, Wilder is not the only foundational Black American fighter.
And not to mention, Wilder fought the dude that everybody said owned the fucking division. Canelo hasn't fought a number 1 in his division since what? Whoa. Callum Smith? Everybody is funny because also, Artman, before the Canelo fight, didn't everybody say Bivol was the number 1 at 175?
They sure did. I even made a post about it.
Now who the fuck they say is number 1?
Better Beef.
Thank you. I'm tired of hearing these
but
fucking dudes
the guy
talk.
Bivol already beat.
And you know what? I give Better Beef credit, but the thing is, I've always thought Better Beef was the number 1 guy. They only said that Bivol was the number 1 guy because Canelo was fighting him. If Canelo was fighting Joe Smith Jr., they would have said that nigga was number 1 with 2 L's. Just like they say Lomachenko is the best fighter at 135 with no fucking straps and an L. And then Devin Haney's victory, they're going to fucking skip past that like he's not the youngest active undisputed champion after all these bitch dudes ducked him. Now all of a sudden
Devin is already a living legend, and he survived y'all duckery.
Literally, he did everything y'all asked. He took less money. He went without backup. They let his dad come over finally, but they didn't let his cut man in. Thank God he didn't get cut. He went in enemy territory against enemy dudes and judges and crowd. And
racist
also,
ass fucking announcer, literally racist host calling him boy. He had to deal with all that shit.
Right. And why the fuck are the usual suspects not talking about the attendance? Wasn't there like 40, 50,000 packed out watching him whoop on Cambosa's bitch ass?
It was boring, man. It was boring.
And you know what? And you
but just a couple days ago, he don't got no power to keep Cambosa's off of him.
Damn the power. People were talking about his drawing power. You can't say those motherfuckers were there for only Cambosa's because Cambosa's wasn't even the betting favorite in his own country. So talk about the motherfucking numbers. I'm tired of these dudes. Oh, Devin Haney's not a draw. Guess again, bitch. Guess again. Apparently he is. Because the government wasn't going to pay for nobody but Lomachenko and Devin Haney got it and whooped his bitch ass, and he going to do it again.
And they talking about why he got to fight him again. He got to fight him again because that's the only way this bitch ass nigga would fight him. Have you seen? Look, we got to talk about this. I don't care what nobody says. I'll always say the narrative is this. Lomachenko forfeited that belt over to Devin Haney. The man Devin Haney even called this man Nomachenko. And what happened? No fight happened. Nothing happened. Only thing that happened was Loma's fans hid behind the politics of boxing and try to blame Devin Haney. Now look at where Lomachenko's at and look at where Devin Haney is at.
And,
Talk about
and
karma for your ass.
and I keep trying to tell these people, if y'all had any fucking sense and weren't so busy dick riding, you could have told Lomachenko and advocated Lomachenko, hey, this little black kid right here, clip him, and then you'll be undisputed in 1 to 2 fights. But no, you talk shit. You said, oh, he doesn't deserve anything,
Derby.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh, now he deserved the fight with Lomachenko, huh?
Right. All those bitches lost for less money. Cambozo tried to duck, it didn't work, and now he about to get embarrassed back to back, take his little payday, fucking fight some bum and probably lose that too, and then disappear like all the rest of these fucks. And Tiafimo, go ahead.
Cambosis, he's seen it. He's seen that shit. He was upset when he found out that there was a war in the Ukraine, man. He was like, ain't no fucking way I gotta fight Devin Haney because of a war. Shit.
Right.
He didn't see that shit coming. He did not want that fight, man.
And keep in mind, people talking about what a draw he is in Australia. His first ever championship title defense in his own country had to be on government sponsored welfare. Fuck out of here. The Lou DiBella talking about, oh, I made deals. Lou DiBella, you ain't make shit. You ain't make shit. The government had to put that shit on stimulus. Fuck out of here. Talking about, oh yeah, we made the deal and Top Rank. Bob sitting over there like, thank God I ain't paying for that bullshit. That's why Bob is so cool with the shit happening, because he ain't putting up that much money. He paying Devin his little bread and then calling it a day. And Tiafimo, since you at 140, don't your bitch ass go nowhere, because you gonna get some too. After all this shit is over, don't talk about welterweight. Don't talk about rematch Lomachenko at 135. Stay your bitch ass right where you at. You gonna get it too.
Now there's nobody can say that Devin Haney doesn't deserve a fight with them.
Not at
Nobody.
all.
There's
And
nobody.
people,
Not even Tank. Not even
and
Shakur.
well, you see people on Twitter talking about, well, actually, since Tank make all the monies, they gotta come to Tank. I'm like, that's bitch talk. Why are you Tank's accountant? Just say you're concerned he might lose, and then shut the fuck up. I can't stand that shit. Well, actually, according to Tank's bank manager, with the money he brings in, if we calculate his taxes from 2018, shut the fuck up.
I respect Brother Tank and Leonard Ellaby, but I got called spade a spade. That was pure ducking when he said Devin Haney ain't no draw, because I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All I heard was, nigga, we don't want to fight him. That's what I heard. And it couldn't be because he's scared or anything like that, but it's like, man, there is a huge risk instead of me just milking the fucking the situations with other fighters with auto laws.
And the thing is, Ellerby exposed himself because that's what everybody says. Every time you mention Devin Haney, every time you mention fucking Charlo, every time you mention, Shakur it got to make sense. Are they a draw? Can they punch? Blah, blah, blah. It's all the same bullshit. Leonard Ellerby just said what everybody else said in Leonard Ellerby language. Talking about, oh, he not a draw. But who the fuck was Cruz? He was ranked lower than fucking Cambozo. And you talking about some not a draw. Well, you can't say the shit now. 50,000? Well, wasn't that what they was talking shit about in the Marvel Stadium, 50,000? Well, you got it.
It.
Yeah, so what's good? You have no excuse. Oh, well, we don't want to pay the money. Just say you don't want to fight Leonard and be quiet.
I'm going to tell you right now, after this Cambosis win and all Devin Haney doing all these little promo runs on ESPN and all that, the casuals know who Devin Haney is now.
They're not even picking Lomachenko over Devin Haney anymore. Pathetic. The fucking usual suspects who sat there, rode dick, talking. Just before the fight, they were saying Lomachenko is the single best fighter at 135. Now all of a sudden it's, well, Devin Haney probably gonna beat Lomachenko too. Shit, but Tank might get him out of. I'm like, dude, you dudes are doing Devin Haney just like y'all did Errol Spence. First he gonna lose. Then when he keeps whooping ass, well, somebody else will take him out, and then they just pick some black dude. Oh, Tank will do it. Tank will definitely get him. Tank is basically the fucking Terrence Crawford of 135 now.
They trying to. I don't like when they do that shit, man. It's like they try to fucking make that person, the coon, or spokesperson or whatever. Not saying that they coons or whatever, but they try to use that as the token Negro, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
And these dudes hate Devin Haney so much. Even the people that talk, even the racist assholes that talk shit about Tank's pay-per-view numbers constantly are like, well, Tank will knock his ass out. I'm just like, oh my God, y'all are fucking pathetic. Oh my God. Like, now that's what it takes for y'all to give Tank some respect. Devin Haney winning is fucking sad, bro. It's fucking pathetic. I can't stand these people. Every fucking week, y'all got to switch up your takes. Oh shit, Canelo's still pound for pound. Oh, well, actually, Bivens pound for pound. And,
well, better be pound for pound now.
Right? How did better be?
These niggas, ever since Canelo lost, they just fucking try to rush to figure out who the hell they gonna call pound for pound,
bro. And better be
not fucking black.
Better be if it's not no fucking pound for pound. You want to know why? Because Jamal Charlo, it took Jamal Charlo getting undisputed in one of the most. Jamel. It took Jamal Charlo one of the most to get undisputed in one of the most competitive divisions in all of fucking boxing, where all the champions are scrapping and taking L's and shit. And he had to get that to be even top 10. Better be if gets that in 3 belts and his fat ass almost missed weight, man. Fuck you. Fuck these bitch dudes. No, that's not how it's about to happen. Just like Bivol, I don't think Bivol belongs pound for pound because he beat some smaller dude that real niggas knew wasn't the guy.
I knew he wasn't the guy.
Me too. At 154, he would have took multiple L's. At 160, he would have took multiple L's. Some people already say he did. At 168, he ain't fighting no fucking certifieds. And at 175, and it's funny because it took the Bivol ass whooping for people to come back and admit, oh, Kovalev was washed. No shit, nigga. Fast forward 3 years. Fuck y'all.
But look, y'all, I hate how they do that because they can quickly say, well, you know, he was old anyways. But no, at the time, you motherfuckers was saying Charlo and Andre don't deserve a fight, and look at Canelo because he's fighting a legend, Kovalev, the guy who really beat Andre Ward. So there, if he beats Kovalev, he's beating Andre Ward.
Which, like these dudes, like Andre Ward blocked me on Twitter, so it's fuck Andre Ward. But I gotta keep it real. Andre, y'all need to stop playing with these dudes' names. You don't play with no Andre Ward. He'll stomp your bitch ass out. Canelo wouldn't have fuck with no Andre Ward. You think oh, Triple G's afraid of Andre Ward, but Canelo would have came up and got some? Canelo had to be bullied by the public into fighting Triple G. What the fuck are y'all talking about? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, man, these motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they be talking about every fucking week. And
What's going on, Crod?
Yo,
what's up? And then they bring up these fucking hypotheticals and then try to change the subject. I'm like, no, Devin Haney.
You think Wilder can beat nigga today? I see one of these fans start bringing up Wilder's name. I'm like, bro, I didn't even entertain that shit because I was like, nigga, y'all bored over there, huh?
Bro,
y'all if liking that Tyson Fury retirement, huh?
If Wilder had cut down to cruiserweight, he would have been like fucking Adonis Stevenson. Except right-handed, he would have been small. Like we wouldn't even be talking about Usyk right now. Usyk would be drinking meat through a straw somewhere.
Usyk became undisputed in one of the weakest divisions in boxing, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
It's funny because people didn't even watch Usyk's cruiserweight run until he announced he was coming up to heavyweight. People had to remind themselves who the fuck he was. And I'm like, if somebody's shit isn't exciting enough to watch their rise, then don't try to tell me all of this shit. Like, and also, people were sucking his dick today talking about how he beat Gassiev. That's how I knew he was going to be AJ, because what has he fought aside from like Michael Hunter and Bellew? Big, slow, plodding punchers. What the fuck is AJ? A big, slow, plodding puncher. And he went in there and he got whooped on like a puncher.
But you know it's this though? The Usyk fans, they can't say Usyk beat Wilder with confidence. I noticed that.
Not at all. And they praying they don't even want it. They're like, Wilder needs to fight Joe Joyce. He needs to fight fucking Frank Sanchez. He needs to fight anybody.
A lot of people who outweigh him by so much. How come he can't fight somebody that's right down there with him?
And you know what's fucked up? The fucking UK is so racist. They're willing to sacrifice AJ to keep Wilder off Usyk ass. That's what's fucking sad. They're willing to give up AJ to Wilder to keep Usyk safe. That is fucked up. That's why AJ don't have no solidarity to the UK no more. He's just signing all these deals to get paid because he realized he's like, oh shit, they'd rather me die than Usyk have to fight this motherfucker. Okay.
That's why he on this gangster.
Yeah, no one cares.
Right, fuck both of them niggas. I hope they knock each other out. I don't give a fuck. And then the winner or the loser fight Wilder and get destroyed. Fuck that.
Man, and a lot of these dudes, they popped up. Look, hold on. Let me bring this up because I was just watching the Anthony Joshua versus Usyk.
Anthony Joshua looked very depressed. Yeah, I think Usyk is gonna brutally stop him.
I don't know about stoppage because Anthony Joshua's gonna be much more nervous and probably keep his hands up, but he'll probably tap dance on his ass again. I don't have no faith in fucking Joshua. Dude's heartless. You touch his ass one time upside the head, he's on fucking roller skates. He's trash.
Yeah, well, that's why that I believe Usyk can stop him. It's just like you just have to time that shot beautifully, because once he tags Joshua, I think Joshua would get absolutely slaughtered.
I don't think. Like I said, I think Joshua's going to be much more tentative. I think when Usyk closes the distance, he's going to trust himself, let his hands go, or learn to grab Usyk or some shit like that, because he's training with Robert Garcia. So I don't think he'll get the stoppage. I think it'll probably be closer, but I think Usyk will still edge the decision, unless fucking Joshua learns to put his punches together like he did in the fourth round and actually stop Usyk. Because like I said, Joshua in that fight only landed about 4 good punches. But those 4 punches had Usyk fucking rocked and ready to go. So,
Yeah, and Joshua, he's the bigger guy and he's a more heavy-handed fighter. So it's like if I'm gonna beat a southpaw, I need to press him. Like I can't let him get into his.
My bad.
Rhythm.
oh, that's all good.
I
Spoj.
was saying this. I don't like how I was watching Anthony Joshua versus Usyk highlights, right? And I go to the comment section, and it's all these fucking boxing experts, the usual suspect type in there. Oh, Usyk is such a beautiful boxer. He does this so well, and all that bullshit. I'm like, hold on. Y'all wasn't giving Andrew Ruiz all this credit when Andrew Ruiz whooped his ass.
Knocked him out in the
He
first
knocked
half
his ass out. What the fuck y'all talking about?
and
But you
get
go to the
no
comment
respect.
section. Oh, this is so beautiful.
No, he knocked him out in 3.
This is the best thing I've ever seen. He's so majestic.
Or like what, 3, 4?
I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, man. We already seen this motherfucker get washed, man. Put Usyk in there with Wilders. Let's see what happened.
And
Oh,
Fury,
yeah.
and Fury would whoop it Usyk ass. I'm sorry. Like, not everybody is as stupid as fucking AJ. Like, we've seen.
I
Like,
seen that. Nigga, I swear I had to cut that shit off after watching like 30 seconds of it, bro. I'm not even playing because AJ's just like, he's tapping him.
he's a
Tapping
fucking
him.
idiot.
And getting fucking straight left hand straight down the middle. All
Right.
Usyk is doing is
Just swish.
straight down the middle. And AJ just getting popped. And AJ fucking just trying to looking like a fucking robot. And I'm like, dude, if you did the same shit you did to Klitschko, you could have got Usyk out of there in fucking 3 rounds, nigga.
But
I'm not even
rounds.
playing. If he was straight up on that killer shit, that jab straight down the middle, follow up with a fucking uppercut like you know what I'm saying? You could get this nigga out of here. But you were here, oh no, let me try to outbox him like a fucking idiot. And I know it's easier said than done, being in the ring doing that type of shit. But it's like, man, you gotta really think about it. AJ, you fell into that guy's rhythm and you just made it, it's like you gave it to him.
But the Klitschko fight is what told everybody that AJ was never going to be able to fuck with Wilder, because
It did, but it showed you that he still had a possibility, a chance of winning, but that fucking Ruiz shit ended that completely in my eyes.
No, I mean for sure. And also, like, Usyk did basically what Joshua was supposed to do. Usyk let his punches go, step around. Let his punches go, step around. Let his punches go, and step around. That's all you do with a bigger dude. And AJ had nothing for it. AJ was in there looking like Jamel Herring versus Shakur Stevenson, just getting fucking styled on, hands too fast. Just brrr. Like he literally just
drill.
He just couldn't do shit. Like he was on stutter mode. And Spo J, how do y'all see Boatti versus Bivol going? Bivol gonna whoop his ass. You saw Boatti's last fight. That nigga's not
gonna
good.
stop him.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I think
He
I
don't
think
got that. He
Boazzi
don't
should
got
fight
that
Anthony Yarde.
FBA dog in him. Keep it 100.
Boazzi's
He
just
don't got
not.
it.
He's
He
not
don't
fast.
got it.
Like for Bivol, he's not fast enough, and he's
No.
not. He doesn't. He has poor punch placement. Like you saw him against Richard, he looked like ass. They
I
both
was
look
like,
like ass.
yo,
Yeah, but the
what?
problem with the problem that I have against Boazzi is that you don't make adjustments when you're getting, outreaded in your shots. So it's like I think that the problem with Craig Richards was that he didn't let his hands go enough where he could actually hurt Boazzi and gain the respect early game heading into the late game because if Craig Richards was able to gain into his rhythm, he would have been able to hurt Boazzi and make Boazzi more how should I say of like more frustrated to actually outbox him.
And Boazzi is coached by fucking Virgil Hunter. That nigga's on fraud watch. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Virgil Hunter for that Tony Yoka bullshit. Virgil Hunter's on fraud watch. I'm watching you, nigga. That's some straight bullshit. Ronnie Shields.
Yeah, he's like
Wait.
like
You
another
said
Mark.
Virgil Hunter is Tony Yoka's coach?
Yeah,
You lying, nigga.
bro.
You're
Bro.
lying.
Yeah.
No, watch the fucking fight. He Virgil Hunter was
Hey, I ain't
coaching
gonna lie.
Tony Yoka.
If it's not Ward, it ain't nobody at this point. I'm gonna keep it 100, man.
That's because he got Ward when Ward was like a fucking baby. Ward hadn't learned anything. But these dudes, he's getting like dudes that are already developed out the Olympics, and he don't know what to do with them. It's just he looking like Bomac. He looking like Bomac out the street.
He like, go
Yeah,
ahead,
looking like
throw
Boomac.
that jab out there.
Like his instructions, like
Okay. This
his
nigga, he ain't
adjustments-
doing it like Ward.
his adjustments were fucking terrible. His adjustments were garbage. I was like, Virgil, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what the fuck he was in. Like, I think Virgil
Coming
like
in
shit
there
on
just to get
himself.
a paycheck, man.
Like I think Virgil shit on himself halfway through the fight because he didn't know what was going on. Because even I was shocked. I was like, wait, you letting fucking Bukoli get in here and beat on your ass like you owe him some money? That didn't make no kind of fucking
That's
sense.
another fight that I couldn't even watch the highlights because I was just like, man, get this shit off my fucking screen.
It was terrible. Tony Yoka had no success. He didn't have a single out of the whole 10 rounds. He didn't win a single round. He didn't have a single moment of fucking success. I think he landed maybe 2 punches the entire fight. No bullshit.
Tony Yoka is just garbage in general.
He's
And on
not-
top of that,
he's not
he's
garbage.
a drug cheat.
He's not garbage.
He's a
He's
drug
just Virgil Hunter. Okay, that doesn't make you a trash fighter. That just makes you a drug cheat. But and also I didn't
Yeah,
even
but
hear
Tony Yoka?
Drug cheats are not
He's on
good
drugs
fighters.
too?
drug cheats are
Yeah,
talented fighters. What are you talking
he
about?
got caught with drugs and he got suspended. I
What
remember
did he
that.
test positive
He's
for?
not garbage. He's just a hype job.
What did he test positive for?
Let me show y'all
Uh,
what it. Let me show y'all.
He tests
Coach
positive
Frank.
for a banned substance. I know that for sure. But
Let's try and
once he
work.
got caught, he was basically like suspended for like a year, if I'm not mistaken.
This for fair use only. Look at this shit right here. The coach out here exercising, working with the fucking fighters.
Yeah, Derek James
Yeah.
probably whoop most coaches' ass. To be quite honest, like if
You know
y'all
he'll
want-
whoop Bomac ass.
oh my god, that wouldn't even be fair.
Yeah,
Bomac
he beat
sit
the
there and
shit
get
out of
beat.
Bomac.
Look at this shit.
That
This nigga really in here coaching like a motherfucker.
Bone Mac blood. Let me take a breather.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on.
Nando Dixon said Ronnie Shields could have given AJ the same game plan Jamal beat Devonchenko with. First of all, AJ is too fucking stupid to take anything Ronnie Shields would actually say and implement it in the ring. That's off top. Second of all, his goofy ass should have went to Mark Breland, but instead he went with
Mark Breland.
Yeah, because
Mark
Mark
Breland.
Breland is the greatest coach of the UK. Remember?
Oh, I was about to say, like,
Those bitch niggas hopped all over Mark Breland's dick after Wilder fired him, but then no one wants to hire
Right.
him back.
right.
Hire
Mark
Mark Breland.
Breland's on
Dumb
unemployment.
bitch.
Damn. That's true. You got a good point.
He said, "Wait, what's wrong with Virgil Hunter? It's just that,
No,
man.
AJ
Let's keep
Niggas
it
on
100.
fraud watch, nigga.
His fighters is like they getting thrashed, dude.
He coached.
It's like no adjustments, no nothing.
He coached Mario Barrios, Tony Yoka, Boatsi, Amir Khan. Like he doesn't have a strong reputation outside of Andre Ward, my nigga. You gotta do some research.
Andre Ward carried that nigga.
Right, bro.
Let's be real. Like,
Don't cap.
a good
Don't
fighter.
cap. I'm telling you, bro. Look up some of Virgil Hunter's fighters, and nigga, their careers haven't gone smooth. He coached Tony Yoka into a smooth ass whooping.
yeah, Derek James. You could legit argue Derek James. I'm not saying Jermell wasn't that guy, but I'm saying he improved under Derek James. He fights different.
Oh,
When
he
he first
improved.
came out.
He improved the
Definitely.
fuck out of Derek James.
To make
Absolutely.
a game plan like that to beat Castano, whatever.
Well,
Nigga, that's
to be
smart.
fair,
Beat Tony Harrison.
he should have made that adjustment in the second half of the first fight. But Jermell is what's the word I'm looking for? Stubborn.
Jamel was panicking, bro. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Jamel was in there, his first undisputed fight ever. Everything on the line. Castaño's on that ass. He doesn't know
Wilder
what
fans on that ass too.
right after he just
Right.
talking gang and shit. He was in there panicking, bro. He was panicking.
Yeah,
He
these
did-
niggas was
yeah,
like,
like-
skills pay the bills. He was thinking about that skills pay the bills comment in there.
Right.
Yeah,
And
because
then-
you know Castaño wasn't going to change his game plan. He's going to do what he do. He's going to come forward with a lot of pressure and try to break.
Castano even came in there worse. I think he came
Right.
in even worse.
Yeah.
Not taking
And then-
away from the victory or anything like that, but I feel like this nigga didn't even like. He knew physically he couldn't fuck with Charlo regardless.
And then in
Yeah.
the later rounds of the first fight, when Derek James said you got to knock him out, I could visually see Charlo almost shit on himself. He was like, "Wait, what? Oh shit! I got." He was like, "Oh fuck! All right, man, damn." And then like in the 11th round, James was like, "You got to knock him out now. You got to knock him out. You gave up too many rounds." He was like, "Fuck! Oh my god! All right, we'll try it." And then man, when he got that draw, he was like, "Woo! Thank Jesus."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then remember at first he was on some I gotta talk to Al type shit. When it came to the rematch, and niggas was like, "Hold on, nigga, we ain't trying to hear that shit."
They were like, Wilder fucking fought for his rematch, so get your black ass back in there. And
Right,
go ahead and
right.
get
You
that smoke.
talking all that shit.
Yeah,
You better pay the
fuck
bills.
that.
You better bring your ass back in there and pay the fucking bills.
Especially because it wasn't somebody that we all knew he couldn't be. Like Castano's one-dimensional ass would have got smoked with one well-placed uppercut the first fight. So we knew he was like, man, go ahead and get that body. Stop bullshitting.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey
'cause,
man,
Jermell
I
Charlo-
love that second fight. Charlo made that motherfucker crumble.
Yeah, he did.
Literally,
That was a
like,
hell of a fight. No cap. Fight of the year.
Jermell Charlo
He hit him with
Focus
that-
is a more
that-
dangerous fighter.
What was it? Was it a right hook to the stomach and then a left up top?
Yeah. If you watch that first
Yeah.
fight, this nigga did not go to the body like maybe like he did. He
But
finally applied that shit this fight.
Jermell Charlo did everything. He fucking, straight 1-2 down the middle, hooks to the body and the head, double left hooks, double right
It was a
hooks.
flawless victory.
He fucking
Yeah,
he
he
fucking,
looked good.
He fucking stepped around him,
Bro,
threw
he
the
looks
straight
like
right
a Mortal
on the
Kombat
move.
character.
He fought backwards. He fought going forward. Like he hit Castano with
Man,
every
I ain't
damn
gonna lie.
thing.
People be saying Terrence Crawford will beat Charlo. Yeah,
He was hurting
yeah.
Castaño
Until
so
he
many
get
times.
popped, until he get hit in the fucking jaw. And I'm telling you, that shit.
Hey, and that's one thing we know Mel got more than Crawford. He got better chin.
That's fact. I will admit.
Jermell has a.
Both brothers have iron chins.
I will admit I was
Yeah.
one of those people that originally said Terrence Crawford with decision Jermell Charlo. I might have fucked up. I will admit it. I was one of those people. I was like, oh, Terrence Crawford probably go to 154.
Now wait, but let's not hold up. Let's not go too crazy because we did see Mel get outboxed by Harrison
Tony Harrison.
twice.
That's all I'm saying. Well, no, he didn't.
He doesn't.
he
The
didn't get
guys he
outboxed.
fight. Yeah, Castaño is
Oh, yeah,
tailor
yeah.
made for his style. He's gonna come forward, pressure. Crawford ain't gonna fight you like that. It's gonna be a whole different fight. So don't let that shit fool you.
That's the only reason why I was saying what I was saying. But after I saw the moves he's put on Castaño, I was like, I don't know. Terrence Crawford might run up in there and get bodied.
I'll say this: we all know Terrence got an ego.
Oh yeah,
Terrence got an ego. So once you hurt his ass, he wants to get into a fight with you or like start scrapping.
oh yeah.
You remember?
if he
remember
does that,
the
he'll
Green
get knocked
Machine?
out. Yeah, if
He does that with Mel. He get knocked out
Oh,
because
yeah, he'll
Mel
get
doesn't
fucking-
lose exchanges.
Man,
Yeah, he'll get
y'all
fucking
gotta
smoked.
go back and watch that Sean Porter versus Bud fight. That was really a tough fight for Bud, regardless if his fans
Yeah,
don't
what?
say so or not.
Oh yeah, I had Sean Porter.
Every
winning.
nigga who fights Porter is gonna have a tough fight.
I had Sean Porter up by a round.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah,
but,
I had him up by 1 round.
I had him up too. If not up, it was a draw.
but yeah,
Right.
But the
Terrence
reason
Crawford
why I
wasn't
say
doing
that,
shit.
I'm not saying that the brother didn't look good in the fight and he didn't do his thing.
I'll say
saying that at
this.
all.
I'll say
He
this.
most
One thing,
definitely
yeah,
I'm just
you
saying.
could tell Crawford got more power than Spence by the way Porter fought him versus Spence. It felt to me against Spence, he was going in with reckless abandon. He was doing a little bit with Crawford, but he was a little bit more careful with Crawford. You could tell.
I would say it's the punch placement.
Yeah,
It was got him because he punched Porter in the mid fucking center of his chest, and
yeah, that shit looked painful.
That's the shit that slowed him down.
Well,
Yeah.
also, I wouldn't say that Porter was more careful. I would say that Crawford didn't buy into his game plan. I think because what actually happened was that every time Porter would close the distance and try to get his body work in, Crawford would just grab him. Turn him, push him to the rope,
try to pivot out.
Right? Yeah. Errol Spence deliberately went in and traded with him and outdogged him. That's all that happened. So I don't think I don't think he did like a different game plan because he was so scared of Terrence Crawford's power.
It wasn't like
Terrence
a
Crawford just grabbed him.
fight. He was definitely thinking.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
But it was a good fight. But a lot of people like Mike Tyson judging Errol Spence versus Crawford based off that fight. I'm like, man, this is a completely different scenario.
Bro, don't get me started on Mike Tyson. This nigga pissing me off.
He just says a lot of shit. I'm like, bro, you smoke too much
Mike
weed.
Tyson,
Shut the fuck up.
stupid.
Yeah, and I'm getting tired of this nigga with the quotes.
Because I smoke a lot of weed too, nigga.
In life, you gotta like, man. Hey, if he wasn't Mike Tyson, some nigga would have been told him to shut the fuck up with that shit he be saying on.
My thing is with Mike Tyson is I just feel like he just got a lot of other shit going on, so he don't be watching boxing like the way we watch boxing.
He just wants people to endorse his businesses. Not saying that he don't know boxing,
but he not really watching like the way we and that motherfucker watching that shit.
Yeah, he doesn't really.
Other shit going on. He got $1 million calls going on. Like he ain't worried about this shit.
He just wants people to like endorse his businesses and shit. Like he's just saying what's popular. Just like when Mayweather said Chocolatito was pound for pound. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and they be taking that shit. These fans be so selective because they'll take that shit to heart and then take some other shit and be like, nah, he don't really mean that.
Because people talk all this big shit about Chocolatito now, but before Mayweather said that, was Chocolatito in any kind of top 10 conversation?
No,
exactly.
Well, you know there are those people who pay attention to the smaller weight classes and they say shit like that. So,
and that's not to say that those dudes aren't talented. They're just the talent is not as diverse as the bigger weight classes. And that's
no Sean Porter in their weight class.
These are the facts. Like I said, all those dudes. All those dudes are built the same, so their leverages are the same, so they all look like they fight the fucking same, and there's no harm saying that. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck about no Sonny Edwards, Skeeter looking ass. I don't give a fuck about that.
I sure don't. But I do like watching anyway. That nigga's special. Well, I'm not gonna use the word special. That's a strong word, but he's fun. He's fun to watch.
Well, he got a show.
I would say special because he stick out of.
I don't think Inoue is special.
Yeah, true. Because them guys at the smaller weights, they're not knocking shit out like that.
Yeah, anyway, body
he's different.
Anyway, bodies niggas. And the thing I like about Inoue, just like I like about Virgil Ortiz Jr., is they don't really train to box. They train for the stoppage specifically.
Exactly.
And that's one thing that sets them apart. And that's one thing I think that a lot of other fighters could benefit from. Like a lot of other fighters.
Man, what y'all think about that whole wraps and gloves situation when it comes to Inoue over there in Japan?
I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
Because when I try to mention it on Twitter, niggas is like, here this nigga go making excuses. And I'm like, yo, so we not gonna keep it 100? Do gloves and wraps affect fights or no? Yes or no?
It does.
They sure do.
You know,
especially when you're a hard puncher already.
I'm not a boxing expert or whatever, or I'm not a boxing fan, but they'll tell me things like the gloves do not affect the fight at all.
You notice how every time these dudes, and y'all know what I mean by these dudes, whenever these dudes hype up somebody, isn't there always some weird it's either some controversy or they take a L like soon after. It's always something with these niggas. But I tell you this, when Inoue get his punk ass together and he decides to come up some and get some legitimate smoke, we gonna be on your ass about them raps, bro. Not that it's gonna matter. Now, everybody's like, oh, fucking, him and Clay Torres, man, fuck that shit. Come up, get some legitimate smoke. You body Fulton, I'll give you all respect.
Hey, Fulton. To me, I agree with that statement because I think highly of Fulton. To me, Fulton gotta be top 5 most skilled fighter in the world, bro. Because that man could do everything in a boxing ring. The only thing he don't have is like crazy power or power.
I was watching MJ versus Daniel Rahman last night. I was like, oh my God, MJ, you better stay your punk ass away from Fulton, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like,
all the old heads hate EJ. They sure do.
They do.
MJ,
and they like
he won a few fighters that you could say is a complete fighter.
They love Crawford because Crawford is unhappy, and Crawford openly admits he's unhappy. How you a millionaire?
See, Crawford like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucked up deals too.
You a millionaire nigga and you unhappy. That should tell you everything you need to know about his psyche.
Yeah,
I like
crazy
Crawford.
motherfucker.
I like Crawford. I really do. But when we talking about Crawford versus Spence, I'm just gonna have to put it on public display. I'm rocking with Team Spence. And it's not just because, I'm a fan of Spence. It's because I'm looking at the styles. I'm looking at the grit. I'm looking at everything.
I can respect that. Hey, y'all know who Boxing Gems is?
Yeah.
No.
Like he does those breakdowns. Okay, so he said something that was interesting why Crawford could lose this fight. Crawford, he said this dude works 7 days a week or something like 6-7 hours a day, every day.
Damn.
Like I don't know how is that even humanly possible. Well, he's been able to get with it this far, but I don't know. As a 35-year-old man, your body starts to break down.
He even said it that the training camps is harder for him.
Yeah.
What else does Terrence Crawford do for a living? You said he works 7 days. Does he just train 7 days a week?
You got family.
Apparently.
That's not hard. I mean, as long as you don't spar every single day and you just do your basic running, a little bit of strength and conditioning, that doesn't wear and tear on your body that much. And I'm pretty sure
they say he doesn't turn down smoke. So like, if somebody challenges him like in the gym or something, he's gonna spar you.
The gym.
Okay, well then if he gets in there and gets his ass whooped, that's what his dumb ass get. What we supposed to give him?
Speaking of sparring, I know it's just sparring, but I heard a story that somebody knocked him down during sparring, or hurt him. It was Brian Norman, prospect.
Oh yeah, Brian. Yeah, I believe it. Brian Norman can punch. Brian Norman can punch his ass off. His skill wise.
What do about it?
Norman beat the shit out of him.
I mean, that's all I heard. I just heard that he got Crawford in sparring. He knocked him down. They also said he went to Philly and got his ass whooped by Boots, but that's not really a surprise.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me at all.
Yeah.
They said Bud went to Philly.
No. Brian Norman, he's a kid. I think he's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
He's from Baltimore.
He's from Georgia.
Well, he's somewhere in the DMV area, Virginia. I don't even know.
And also,
he's from Georgia. He's not he's not from
Baltimore. Yeah. Well, they said he sparred Crawford and he was getting the best of him, man, and he knocked him down.
That makes sense considering the word green being put in. Yeah. And also, Gerard Ennis was sparring Charles Conwell, and Gerard Ennis didn't look like he got touched. So I'm like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, you dudes at 147, 154, 160, y'all better make some moves, nigga, because it's not sweet. It's not sweet.
It's not.
Boots is fucking huge. He can go to 160 right now.
They say he can't spar welterweights during sparring because he say he hurts him every single time, so he has to spar bigger people.
Niggas be having to get their fights canceled, breaking niggas' ribs and sparring and shit.
Right, like if Errol Spence was sparring him, and then we found out that that's how his retina got torn, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but he would not spar Boots. They can't even find sparring partners for this nigga.
I wouldn't have my fighter spar crazy ass either. I'm like, man, fuck that.
Because certain fighters they're not like other fighters. They go hard in sparring. They're not trying to show any mercy.
Right, like I wouldn't have a motherfucker spar like Jamal Charlo or Wilder or no shit like that. That's probably why fucking what's his name Hellenius ain't had a fight recently. He was Deontay Wilder's sparring partner the whole last camp.
Yeah,
man, I ain't gonna lie.
He's gonna beat
Every time I think about that fucking whole everything, I just feel like, man, they cheated my boy Wilder. I just gotta bring it up. They cheated that dude because Wilder was practicing in the camp with Malik Scott, trying to, get his shit right. Shit wasn't working
I'm not gonna
in
lie.
the ring, and guess what? Wilder went back to what he knows, what he does best, which is hit you with that straight down right hand down the middle. He knocked his man Fury out, and they still let the motherfucker get up after a long count.
It was just too much to implement for one specific fight. And Spo J, to answer your question, hell no. And they bet not post that footage. Why would you post footage of two people that are gonna run the damn sport pretty much? That's why that's like Terrence Crawford
Shit,
and
they
Beterbiev.
posted image of motherfucker. I mean, the footage of Haney and motherfucking Shakur Stevenson.
And that's silly because they're young and they're trying to show off like, oh, look what we can do, and because they show so much separation. But I'm like, that's silly because eventually somebody gonna watch that, and like if I'm Tank, I'm watching all that shit, and Tank be posting this little shit too, and but also they don't really have much to worry about in their divisions because their divisions aren't as deep. Like 135, 130, there's only like 3 or 4 certifieds. Where 147,
I mean,
154,
I feel like you
It's
gotta
it's
watch
like 10 deep
out for
of dudes
niggas
that
like
could beat each other.
yeah, like
you gotta
welterweight
watch
is
out for niggas
fucked
like
right
El
now.
Rayo and Frank Martin coming up. But I think Tank could beat Frank Martin. I was watching some Frank Martin film today.
He could, but what you just said is accurate. They got to be careful.
I don't
Orion
You know what the
and
problem with
Martin
Tank is?
are walking upset
What?
alerts.
You know what the problem with Tank is when he first fought for Draza, I'd argue he was a better fighter back then than he is now. This is what
You think
happens
so?
when you yeah, let me tell you why. This is what happens when you don't fight high competition. It's hard to like keep your sword sharp or like it becomes dull when you're not using it, is what I'm saying. He hasn't fought super high competition, so he hasn't had to be like super sharp. I
And
I'm
that's
not.
believe
why Calvin Ford keeps on saying, y'all haven't seen Tank at 100%.
yeah,
He
because
really,
he's not fighting those type of
showing
people.
everything.
I'm not gonna say that he got worse, but I do agree with the fact that not fighting top shelf competition can dampen your skill set and your ability to adapt. Because look what happened to Canelo. Look what happened to
Hmm.
Lomachenko. Look what happened. They spent so much time fighting trash that as soon as they got in with somebody that was not only certified but wasn't afraid of them, they lost.
Yep.
And you know what else? You know who else? The
Yep.
same thing could happen to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford
Hmm.
has
Yeah.
not been fighting a lot of super certified competition in their prime when they're
in
not
their
damaged.
prime.
So, and then when he gets in there with Errol Spence, if the shit goes south for Terrence Crawford, don't be shocked. He spent his entire time at welterweight doing nothing. And
That's why low key I give Crawford more credit if he beats Spence over the other way around because of a
Man, I'm
couple
telling you,
factors,
I think that fight, I'm not
age.
saying it's going to be as brutal as Lubin versus Fedora, but I'm saying it might be a situation where Terrence Crawford body can't hold up.
that
Huh?
that
Terrence Crawford's gonna do
that can happen if
I don't know
Errol.
about that. Now, one thing about we know about Bud, he's a dog. You're gonna have to kill
Yeah,
him,
No,
yeah.
literally.
what I'm
Errol's
Yeah,
what I,
you're
tough.
gonna have to kill him.
no
He's
what
one,
I'm
bro. When you
Errol's
reach this
tough.
level, everybody is tough.
no
That's
if
the one thing about people don't know about fighters. Like, there's dudes out there more talented than some of the guys you see, but they don't have the heart. You
you
gotta have
can
it all.
you can be tough and have
Yeah.
all the heart you want, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if Crawford gets in that dogfight and EJ has any sort of success to the body,
Oh yeah,
his feet will slow down. I don't care who you are, your
Yeah,
feet are going to slow down, and you're going to
he's
get
gonna get like
fucked
a
up.
you
mobilizer
know what needs to
everything.
happen? Crawford needs to swallow, but he's not. This is why it's gonna be a great fight. For him to win, he needs to try to outbox Earl, like get on the
That's
back
what he,
foot.
he
But he's
that's
not
what I
gonna do
think he's
that
going
because
to
he
do.
likes to fight.
But the thing is, he doesn't throw enough punches for that, so Earl would just outpoint him anyway. He's going to have to get in
I
close.
think he can keep Earl from distance.
Nah,
Like, bro,
nah,
No,
he
I don't
doesn't.
know, bro.
He doesn't throw
I
enough
love
punches.
these type
He's
of
not.
conversations right here.
He's not gonna
Because
do
this
that.
is when we
Well,
really break it
if he
down.
lets him get on the inside,
Because
then it's a guaranteed loss.
I
Hey,
honestly
we
feel
gotta
like
see, nigga.
I feel like both
Because
of y'all
Earl
are
is like
right.
a master when it
Can
comes
y'all
to
hear
the
me?
It's not
inside.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
I
Terrence
feel like both
Crawford's
of
just
y'all
gonna
are
get
right.
walked down.
What happened, bro? Say that again.
I said I feel
I
like
said
both of
Terrence.
y'all are right. Hold on, Crot. I feel like both
Okay.
of y'all are right when it comes to what may happen. I feel like Terrence Crawford will try to outbox Spence because he knows, man, Errol Spence is throwing them punches, man. A lot of them motherfuckers, dude. So he's gonna
Yeah.
try to outbox, play the outside or whatever. But D Hive is right, man. If Errol start touching that body up, Bud's gonna have no choice but to stay there and be in that firefight. And I don't know, man. The way
Because
punches Errol's hitting dudes,
if you
I don't know.
get hit in the diaphragm on both sides of your diaphragm multiple times, it hurts to do anything. It hurts to breathe. It hurts to walk. All you want to do is stop and take a breather. And if you're not in a situation where you can do that, and Spence gets on that ass, boy, Crawford better fucking pray and let his hands go, because it's not going to be a good situation. He better throw everything in the kitchen sink at Errol Spence to get him off.
He is going to throw everything in the kitchen sink too. He is.
But he's really good at clinching. Like, he's got that wrestling background. Like, he might be like
him trying to clinch is going to get his ass hit up with 2 body shots.
I was gonna say that's because the thing is Errol, because Ugas thought shit was sweet going in there, but he didn't understand that Errol does the same thing he does. Whenever you close the distance on Ugas, he does a double hooks to the body. When Errol Spence
he sure did hit Errol with he hit Errol with that shit.
But
he hit Errol a couple times to the body in that fight. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit looked like it hurt.
But the difference is Ugas often hits the belt line and goes low because he throws them like uppercuts. Spence throws them from a lateral angle and throws them like hooks. That's why they always land right above the belt where the guts are. And that's going to be a bad situation if you get hit by him. That's why when motherfuckers first get hit, they either back up or slow down. Like Danny Garcia got touched just enough so he was like, shit, all right, I got to back up some. But Ugas, he got hit too much and his feet stopped moving. And he just had to go ahead and take that ass whoop until it got stopped.
But with Bud, he got good punch placement. He knows where to throw his punches at, dude. And there was one sequence where he was fighting Sean Porter, where he hit him right in the middle of his chest. I'm like, yo, that type of shit is a game changer. For you to see that and have the IQ to, hit you right there, man, that could change the whole fight.
Because Bug, he got the type of shit that he hits you and you don't see it coming.
You don't see that shit coming.
The most dangerous thing about Terrence Crawford is his rear uppercut from the southpaw stance, because that is the one thing he does that is not telegraphed at all. He'll just be in the southpaw stance and then randomly just whack when you're coming at it. My thing is, I only see Terrence Crawford's path to victory is a stoppage, and I think his fans know that, which is why they keep calling for the stoppage. Because him outboxing Errol Spence Jr. is highly unlikely, because he simply does not throw enough punches. He doesn't throw enough, he doesn't connect enough, and Errol Spence doesn't have that issue. The problem is when he tries to get in and be effective against Errol Spence and has to take fire. So can he catch Errol Spence and possibly get him out of there? Sure. But could he also get hit with some shit he's not supposed to and get his shit fucked up? Yes.
You gonna see. I don't know, man. I would agree with you wholeheartedly. But that situation with the mouthpiece, that gives me pause.
Oh Lord! I mean,
you know why? And I can agree, but the reason why I don't hold that is because the man was rusty. And what did Derek James said? Don't get comfortable. You gotta go right back to the lab, and he's been working ever since. So you might be seeing a nice, fresh, new and improved Errol Spence during that fight.
Also, he knew Ugas
so much online.
Also, he knew Ugas couldn't punch worth shit. He had already taken his power for the fight. He was like, oh, okay, well, even if I do drop my guard for a split second, he ain't gonna do shit. It was mostly him getting caught off balance. But he knows Ugas can't punch worth shit. He got 12 knockouts in all his fights.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. No disrespect to Ugas. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. He just nigga don't hit that hard. That's all.
Yeah. And speaking of Andy Ugas, they added a new member to the team. Andy Cruz.
Oh my God! Really?
I can't wait for
he defected from Cuba.
I can't wait for him to
he finally
defected over here.
Congratulations!
I'm so tired.
If it's Top Rank is smart, they're gonna build a little rivalry with him and Keyshawn.
Yeah,
they need to. Keyshawn only got 5 fights. They need to go ahead and settle that right now.
I think Keyshawn knock his ass out.
I don't understand why Andy's coming over to the States.
I'll tell y'all right now. If we talk about Shakur, Devin, and Tank, Keyshawn Davis might end up being better than all of them.
Nah. I don't see all that.
I'm telling you, bro, because he got his defense. He remind me of, I don't know who he remind me of, but
Crawford, Sugar Ray Leonard.
He reminds me of Crawford, but I think he got better defense than Crawford. But he got more pop. He got boxing skills like a Devin Haney or even a Shakur, but he got more pop than them. That's the difference.
I say he got good punch placement too.
Yeah, he got placement, but he got more pop than Devin and Shakur. So that might separate them.
It sound real good right now because he only has 5 fights, 6 fights, and he's right out the Olympics. But let me tell you something. If let's say Top Rank fucked around and made Keyshawn for that third ESPN fight, motherfuckers would be crying like crazy talking about Keyshawn not ready because Keyshawn himself said he wasn't ready. And I'm
For
like,
who, Devin?
Keyshawn said he wasn't ready for an upper echelon. He needs more training. And I'm like, good, Keyshawn, you see what I see. Because Devin will style on your ass, and Tank will fuck around and get you up out of there. I'm just keeping it
I don't
real.
know about that, bro. Like they might win, but if you think it's gonna be easy, you out your mind.
I never said it was going to be easy, but the thing is, he
Mhm.
doesn't have that much professional experience. His competition has been limited, and to be quite honest, from all the people you named, outside of his association with Terrence Crawford, I don't really see that much, as far as the skill separation. I think people
Oh, you
might be
gotta think
falling.
about it. When have you ever seen a silver medalist or even a gold medalist other than that? Who was that dude that lost his first fight? Robezy Ramirez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, them type of dudes are like all-time great fighters. Andre Ward. You can even say Lomachenko. Shakur was a silver medalist. Floyd.
Well, I gotta disagree with you on that because there's been several, like Olympians that were fighters that were really bad at the pros.
Okay, Americans like silver medalists and gold medalists.
Yes,
I'm not saying that Keyshawn can't beat any of
like
these
guys
people.
like Tyrell Biggs.
Right. I'm not saying that Keyshawn can't possibly beat any of these people. I'm just saying it's quite early to be making those kind of things. And I do think that if those matchups actually got made, Keyshawn will be at a severe disadvantage. Could he fuck around and pull it off?
It's too early.
Yeah, could he fuck around and pull it off? Absolutely. Do I think he wins? Do I think he beats any of the three people you named right now? No.
Yeah, but then again, you got to hear what I said in the beginning. I said going forward. So like when the dust settles and this era is over, I think he might be the best one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he could have the highest ceiling. That's possible.
Yeah,
that's definitely possible.
yeah,
Can
that's
he
all I
beat
was
Loma
saying.
right now?
I don't know if he could. He wouldn't beat Loma right now. I don't think so. But then again, look how big this nigga is.
He could probably get over on Loma. That's not hard.
Yeah, he could.
He's too big. He's too big.
Because he'll whoop Teofimo right now. I'll tell you that. He'll whoop Teofimo's ass. Yeah,
it wouldn't be easy.
If his chin can hold up, I don't know.
Nah, Teofimo.
It would. Hey man, look. Say what you want about Teofimo. He's mentally soft. All that shit. He's a narcissist.
Teofimo,
that boy got real power.
I'm not saying that he doesn't have power, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And he's fast too. Like it's not like just like slow plotting type of power. Yeah. It comes with speed.
I'm going based off of the Nakatani fight, though. If Nakatani can get in there and do what he did, I'm sure Keyshawn will.
Well, his length is what gave Teofimo issues.
I don't even see that either.
No homo. But his length is what gave him issues. Keyshawn doesn't really possess that.
That's perfectly fine, but I think that Keyshawn does have superior boxing skill, and that's not even based on his Olympic credentials. I think he has comparable power. I think he has better punch placement, and I think he's defensively sound enough to beat up.
And let's keep it a buck. One more thing about Teo. He would have won that Kambosos fight if he had a different game plan. Oh, let me just knock this nigga out in the first round.
Of course.
I just wanted to see it.
And that's
I picked Kambosos.
That's fine.
I picked Kambosos just based off
of that. I bet it on Kambosos.
I know I should have, but I picked it just based off of his mentality.
So that's why I still think Teofimo should be respected. Now Ryan Garcia, I think Keyshawn win that fight.
Man, there are so many people that will beat Ryan Garcia right now. Fucking Omar Figueroa's sister probably knock out Ryan Garcia. Hey, like, come on. There are a lot of people that beat
Hey, one thing about Ryan, bro, niggas is lucky this man don't have skills. Because at 135, he's the only one that has. He really is a welterweight fighting at 135. Let's keep it a buck. He's like 5'11", something like that, 5'10".
Shit, his last fight was at 139.8. They might as well go to 140, but he'll get slaughtered. That's why he doesn't want to go up there.
But
if he fought at 140 fighting like that, he's getting knocked the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. He has all the physical tools. He's got speed and power and length and height, all that shit, but he don't have the skills to go with it, so it don't matter.
I mean, shit, man. Yeah, Ryan.
But if he did, he'd be an issue because like, just at his size alone.
I mean, shit, he beat Devin Haney 3 times in the amateurs, but even Ryan Garcia's stupid ass know the amateurs ain't the pros.
I think he fell in love with the power because he did have skills in the amateurs, but with the TikTok and everything going on, this dude's not really dedicated like that. And who could blame him? Like, would you rather be a movie star or like a social media star that made more money doing that than boxing, what would you pick?
That shit, because I don't get to
A
fight
social
niggas like
media
Tank to
star?
get my face punched in.
Right.
Exactly.
I would
Like,
absolutely pick do something. But the thing is, I wouldn't have. I mean,
Rather
I would just
go
get the
that
fuck out
route.
of boxing. Like I wouldn't keep
right.
bullshitting around. Like
You can't
I would just
half-ass this
leave
shit.
the
You can
sport.
die.
Right.
Yeah.
Speedy
Why you
beats
think I don't
Boots
be in
or
the
makes
fucking trying
Boots
to
look
spar,
normal.
heavy
Ooh,
spar and all
shit.
that shit, nigga? Hell no. I know my
Jason coming
lane.
in.
Hey, that's where the most of the damage comes from, sparring. People don't know that though.
Jason coming in with
I know.
the major fucking unpopular pick. He said Speedy beats Boots or makes Boots look normal. Okay, it sounds.
Man, get the fuck. I've heard a couple of niggas say that shit, bro. He will annihilate that man. He got no pop.
No,
Who?
give Speedy his respect.
Rashid ain't got no pop. He's got pillow fists.
Oh yeah,
Ella's,
I've been hearing
Ella's
that
got
shit.
power. It's just
Oh my
it's
god,
not
that's
He
like
a good fighter. He a good little fighter, Floyd Mayweather voice. He a good little fighter, but come on, bro. Like,
Let's
stop.
make it
out of,
happen. He said Boots wouldn't win a round against me, nigga.
out of 23 fights, he's got 14 knockouts. So he doesn't have one punch power, but he gets you out by accumulation. But people picking Rashidi
he's a
against Boots,
semi-volume puncher.
I'm gonna just say, okay, it sounds good.
And that's
Man,
what
he
I
gonna
want to
hurt
see,
that
man.
dude.
I'm tired
I
of
seen him hurt already.
hypothetical with Boots. I want to see it, shit.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I've been unsatisfied with his last couple fights, not based off him, but just his opponents just couldn't hold up.
You know what's funny? Niggas told me that he gonna give Boots some rounds and he ain't just gonna walk through Clayton. Yeah, okay.
Right, that's what they all said, bro. That's what, bro. You know,
I
that's
ain't
what
say
they
that.
all said.
No,
No,
not
not
I
you,
ain't
you.
say
but
that at
there's a
all.
lot of
Not
niggas
you,
saying that
because
shit.
you have some fucking sense, Art man. But people were saying, "Oh, Clayton gonna go to distance. He ain't no hoe." He gets in there and gets his bitch ass laid down. These same dudes. Oh, Clayton just came for the paycheck. Man, fuck you,
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas who lose like that, I look at them
Clayton,
different.
Crouton
bro.
Clayton.
Let me tell you, if Boots landed that punch on Spencer Crawford, they would have
The
the
same shit
same
would happen.
reaction. Yep, they would fucking get on their knees and roll around because that shit is disorienting. That's the same
Yeah.
shit
They
that's the
would
same
get
shit that
arrested.
Triple G be doing to niggas.
Yep. When you get hit in that area, bro, it's like you drunk.
Yep. So
Yeah, could I chime in on that?
Bring Speedy ass on in here and put your money down because when some bad shit happens to him, I don't want to hear shit about how he just came to take a check or he wasn't ready or he was inactive or some shit. I don't want to hear it.
Hey man, that's just the pride talking, because ain't no nigga gonna want to look like a hoe talking about, oh, you want to fight this dude? What's he supposed to say? Nah, I don't want to get in with him. He might fuck me up. Every fighter's gonna say they would fight
I'll
King
say
Kong if you put him in the ring with him. That's what fighter mentality. But he gonna get fucked
I'll
up.
keep it 100. If I was a nigga like Hugh Thurman, I'd be like, yeah, I'll fight that nigga. Give me a large amount just in case.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You gotta pay him the same amount you fight him to Crawford or Spence. But is Showtime willing to fuck that money up? I think they will, because they just signed Boots to like a 3-fight deal, right? The last time they signed a fighter to a 3-fight deal was Floyd.
I'm not giving Keith Thurman no fucking 10 million for that. I'm like, nigga, you were supposed to been sacrifice. You better get in there and take whatever the
At
fuck.
least $7 million, goddamn.
7 million, goddamn. All right,
Yeah, man, that's the only way you gonna get him in the ring with Boots, bro.
I'll sacrifice it. Sometimes you gotta put it up.
Yo, could I?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Ask a question.
All right, yeah. All right, so I believe after Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford get their little undisputed going, I think Jaron Ennis will take over 147. He'll take over 154, and he might take over 160, and I think potentially 168, depending on who's going to be there. But I think.
What about 175?
He might even get there. Goddamn it!
I don't know, because honestly, the reason.
It depends who's up there.
Yeah.
It's going to depend who's up there, because Jaron Ennis is a naturally bigger man than Canelo.
Who wins at 175? Boots or Yard?
Oh, Yard?
Well, Anthony
right now?
Anthony Yard. Yeah, Anthony Yard
better be.
Are we talking about the same Yard who never does road work because I don't know why?
Right, Nick sucks.
Come on, bro. Like Boots, if you watch Boots' fights or his highlights, when he's on the corner, what's he doing?
Breaking you down.
He's standing up.
He's bobbing, weaving, moving, all kinds.
No. Like when they go to sit, like when everybody else goes to sit down. Yes, exactly.
He stands up like George Foreman.
Exactly.
Because niggas is easy work.
It's not just that, but this dude's conditioning is on point. You can just tell. Just look at his stablemate, Cool Boy.
And also one thing that separates Boots is that Boots doesn't hit Boots doesn't do the hammer and the tire thing. He goes and gets some wood from a place where they sell wood, and he has a regular wooden axe, and he chops wood like Muhammad Ali and George Foreman used to. I'm like, oh, see, so
Nigga,
this
Joe
is
Smith do that shit too and got his ass knocked out.
Yeah.
oh well,
Yeah, but Joe
Joe Smith
Smith
had
started
legitimate
boxing at
power though,
21. Booth's been boxing since he came out the womb. Them type of guys is different.
Yeah,
and
Joe
all his
Smith
family
came
boxes
in
too. Father
trained
box,
Yeah,
all his brothers box.
yeah, like, and he
Said
Yeah.
Virgil
just like
scared, nigga.
Floyd. Yeah,
Let's keep it
Floyd
100.
at it. Go ahead.
My bad for cutting you off, but I was saying if you mentioning Virgil's scared to death, man.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie.
Virgil getting
Virgil
ready to fight a
Ortiz can
British
get
nigga
knocked the
If
nobody's
hell
I'm
heard
Virgil
of. He
Ortiz,
ain't
people, I'm
trying to.
keeping that boy away from Booth.
Hell yeah, I ain't
Virgil
trying to do that
Ortiz
shit.
said he literally said, "Oh well, I can't I can't fight like a Jaron Ennis until like 2 to 4 years from now." But he then backtracked to say that if he ever does ever get a championship, he wouldn't mind fighting Boots, but he would
That's
have to wait
bullshit.
until
That's bullshit. All he wants to do is get a belt, talk shit, make Duran cut a bloody fucking path through the entire division and beat everybody else, and then he gonna say, "Oh well, Duran beat everybody. There's no one left for me to fight, so let me just move up the
Jaron
weight and get a
Ennis.
challenge." Oh pussy ass. That's all he gonna do. He gonna run for
How
his
you
fucking
ready
life.
for Errol Spence and Crawford, but you ain't ready for Jerron Ennis?
No. He
What the fuck?
said
That
That's
don't
what
even
the fuck I'm
sound
ready.
saying.
right.
No,
Actually, let me
It's
tell
on
you what he
paper, that
said.
don't sound right.
he's ready for Jamel Charlo. He
Oh
literally
my
said
god, he did say that stupid shit. I'm
Jamel
like, boy,
Charlo.
if
You
you
know
don't
what he
shut the
said?
fuck up right now.
He said, "Oh, what do you think about a fight with Boots?" He said, "I would like that fight too, but shouldn't we take out the old guys first, like, and then we can meet up, like, down the line? Like, come on, bro."
And that's what bothers me.
Yeah,
He's been the number
Yeah.
one for both the WBC and the WBO for the longest, and he hasn't pressed either champion. It's like you're a bitch, bro. And I remember all those bitch dudes saying that Terrence Crawford was dug. I'm like, Terrence Crawford would beat the living shit out of him. Man,
Terrence
y'all, oh
Crawford.
my god, like
Terrence Crawford would beat the living lion shit out of Virgil Ortiz.
Jesus. And then Virgil just yesterday talking about Jamel Charlo. I'm like, bro, Virgil, you need to really pick a lane and understand. Like, I understand that you're undefeated with all knockouts, but let's keep it a buck, bro. Look at the motherfuckers you've been fighting. You want to like Virgil Ortiz is one of those dudes where you step up his competition one fucking time, a half a step, and he gets fucking
smoked.
demolished like Josh Kelly on some shit, and then he has to have like 3-4 rehab fights.
Rehab fights.
Like,
I don't think he's as bad as Josh Kelly because at least Virgil got heart.
no, I'm not talking about skill level.
I agree in the chest.
I'm talking about the
I agree.
level of the beating that he would get. But my thing is, you need to hurry up
He's
while you're
next.
young, take a fucking violent L, and then move out the rankings so we can clear some of the shit up, and then you can fight your way back. So what if your record looks like Danny Garcia at 147? It is what it is. If you're really that good, you don't have to politic your way around the rankings.
Yep.
Tired of these dudes. I'm tired of
But
fucking
wait, like
Ortiz doing all these fucks.
if Virgil's gonna wait for Boots to do all the heavy lifting, like why not just go for the WBO strap like as soon as Terrence Crawford gets his ass beat by Errol Spence?
He's not going to fight Boots. Like I said, he's going to stay a
No.
division. He's gonna stay a division ahead of him.
He could basically just wait for the belts to vacate, and then he could just go get his little like a WBO like a belt or whatever. And then after that, if he doesn't want to get get it on with Jaron Ennis, then he could just move up to 154 and do the same thing.
Jaron Ennis is ranked in the WBO. He might have to end up fighting him for a vacant if he smokes McKinson. So that's another reason why he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but I mean, like the problem that I have with this is that Virgil Ortiz is acting like a diva, knowing that you have to either fight Jaron Ennis or you have to fight like some like highly ranked.
Jaron Ennis is ranked number 2 for the WBO, and
Yeah.
McKinson is ranked number 5. Oh my god, you bitch made punk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you bitch. You bitch. And then fucking Virgil Ortiz is number 1 for the WBC, and David Avanesian is ranked number 2, and he still won't fight this. Oh my god, bro. This nigga.
How is David Avanesian ranked number 2?
Because he fought his way into position like everybody else.
But he didn't beat any certifieds.
talking about. He beat Josh Kelly, who was like looked at as a potential pound for pound #1 at one point.
Nah, fuck that piece of shit. He's garbage.
Nah, he was the white Mayweather. That's what they were
Nah,
saying.
man. Fuck them. Yo, fuck them British fighters, man.
That's
No.
your opinion.
British people suck at boxing.
That's your opinion, but that's the way he was ranked at the time.
No. Like, if you did not beat any certifieds, you're not good.
But he was still ranked, man.
But he beat Josh Kelly, and Josh Kelly was undefeated. He beat Kerman Laharaga. He took an L.
Yeah, that's another trash bum.
He beat Sugar Shane Mosley. He beat
Shane Mosley Jr.
No, he beat like Sugar, like the father.
Oh yeah. But he was like super old. So like
that's fine, dude. A lot of the fighters that you often talk about haven't done jack shit either. So he fought his way into
no.
Oh shit! Nah, bring it up.
Don't go there. Don't go there. Yeah,
most of the fighters that you talk about haven't done shit.
Do the same thing for your fighters.
Hold on.
Same thing for your fighters, my boy.
All my fighters are champions.
No,
some of our fighters are garbage.
Your fighters are garbage.
They haven't done anything.
Your fighters are garbage.
Hold on. We got to talk about it, Crot. Now, some of our fighters that lost before, we took the mic and we explained, we chopped it up. But I need you to explain to me, what happened to your dog, Nova? Please.
All these dudes are going to go out the same way, too.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Crot.
All right.
We keep it respectful.
That's pretty easy.
I'm keeping it respectful
for me too. Okay, well, let me state my case, but basically the reason why Abraham Nova lost was because he is not a natural 126 pounder. I've been saying this from the very beginning when he decided to move down to 126, and I said to Abraham himself that I don't think you are a true natural 126 pound fighter. So he decided to go to that route to test out the test out the waters for him to go get fights, because as far as from what I heard, he wasn't getting any fights at 130 for him to get closer to a world title. So he decided to go through the WBO route, if I'm not mistaken, to try to do the same thing at 126, to which I think that was a very dumb a decision. But at that same token, he decided to try to take that risk and try to see if he could win a title. But then sooner than later, it was going to be a lot harder for him to make the weight. So that's why, to my observation, he wasn't looking any better at 126 compared to 130, because at 130 you can easily tell he's a lot more stronger and he fights way better at his natural weight. So
I can believe that, because he was looking a little timid in there.
Yeah.
That's because he was fighting someone that was good.
No,
well, I'm like, from the first round,
you cannot. You can't say that, because Abraham oh my god, man, I can't even.
Who did he beat at 130 that made him look so awesome? I'm curious.
Well, no, I'm not even trying to go to that point. I'm just saying that
who did he beat?
He fights better at 130 to a physical standard. So
that's
put
cool.
him in there with somebody at that level, I think he would not get knocked out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So you cool with him fighting Shakur Stevenson?
He was actually about to fight him, but I don't know on what happened. But
I think I know what happened.
What?
They realized that that's a bad idea.
No,
and they thought that fighting this Cuban dude that lost.
No, because number one,
it didn't happen.
Yeah, but Shakur Stevenson, from what I know, he was basically put over in line to go for the WBO title when he moved up from 126 up to 130 to challenge, I believe, Jamel Herring for the belt. So I don't think the reason why him and Nova got it going was simply due to the fact that Shakur, he was basically set in line to fight Jamel Herring, or the winner between potentially I don't know. Like I think either way, like as far as the business goes, Shakur Stevenson was supposed to get his shot before Abraham Nova did, because he was the champion moving up in weight.
Yeah, because Shakur Stevenson is a much safer bet, as we all now know.
But it's like that's not to say that Abraham wouldn't fight him.
Nova, Edgar Berlanga, Omar Rosario, Xander Zayas, Subriel Matias, even all these dudes only have so much of a ceiling, and for a lot of them, we've already seen their ceiling. Xander Zayas is a fucking ticking time bomb. Berlanga himself looks more depressed after every goddamn fight.
I don't look up to those fighters.
Matias has already been beat.
I don't look up to those
at 140
two particular
it's not about looking up. It's just having the whole, like, if we just look at it through, let's say
it's about basing it in empiricism off of what they're done and who they've actually fought.
Yeah,
the people that I'm talking about are fucking certified champions owning divisions. The people that you huff and prop up or say this style beats that style, they either get knocked smooth or they don't fight anybody.
What? Not really. Like, I actually really do believe in their skill set, but
I know you believe in their skill set, but that's an opinion.
If they
gotta
could
get in there and
potentially
do
be beat by those fighters, then I would say let's see it. I'm not afraid of seeing them fight them.
That's fine, but it's all based on opinion. We need to base something in fact here. A lot of these people either haven't fought anybody or have already lost.
Okay, so out of your fighters that you like, based on based off of their skill set, how would you rank them as far as their pound for pound level of how far their skills can take them to the high level?
The fighters that I like, most of them are already on the pound for pound list.
Yeah, but do they
before they was on the pound for pound list?
Yeah, like Stephen Fulton, both Charlo brothers, Tank, Haney, fucking Shakur Stevenson, Wilder, even like all those people are already put in the work. And the thing is, I was a fan of them before they got the respect. I was a fan of Jermell Charlo when he had no belts, and I spotted him early, just like when Tank had no belts, just like when Haney had no belts.
But anyways, what y'all think about Triple G versus Canelo 3?
I'm not thinking about that bullshit,
fight, man. No, Triple G's garbage. Triple G about to get knocked out.
So I changed my mind. I actually want to watch it.
Ew, why?
Nah, man, screw that fight.
Oh, waste of fucking time.
Screw that fight.
Because I want to see.
Yeah, that's a garbage fight, man.
Ooh, Canelo Triple G.
I want to see David.
That's a bad look for Canelo. You a pound for pound fighter. You lost to a 40-year-old man.
Oh my God! If he loses,
yeah,
suicide watch.
Nah, for Triple G, that would actually be unlike because since his best win on his resume technically is Danny Jacobs.
Yeah,
right. And the worst part is that all the dick riders, all the dick riders from Lomachenko and Usyk are gonna come right back and be like, "I told you, Triple G was the man. He would have beat up Charlo." Like, oh my God,
Triple G would get flatlined. Triple G has not done anything spectacular ever since the Canelo loss.
But that's the narrative that he beat Charlo. I mean, if he beats Canelo, they'll say he never had to fight Andre or Charlo because he beat Canelo and Canelo was a god.
They're already saying that now.
Yeah, but Canelo didn't even earn his stripes, so it's like it doesn't matter.
Like they're already saying that because he got a draw with Canelo, he's already superior to Charlo and Andres, therefore doesn't need to fight them. And I'm like, all right, and you know what? I honestly hope that Canelo gets in here and beats Triple G until he stops fucking moving.
The fight has to look like, it has to go out like Donaire versus fucking Anui too.
Right. Yeah. I want Triple G stopped in 4 rounds.
I think Canelo's gonna brutally stop him, but it's gonna be, I'd probably say late by the 10th.
Man, I was just watching Triple G versus Murata. I ain't gonna lie, Triple G looked bad in that fight, dude.
He looked horrible because he's old.
He looked terrible.
He looked absolute
garbage.
He looked bad.
I mean, like,
and if the fight even goes the distance, I'm calling fraud on Canelo's whole career.
I mean,
Canelo, he is a fraud.
Yeah. But what gets me pissed off is that all these fucking Canelo fans think that it's okay for Canelo to fight a washed-up Triple G instead of like basically fighting a certified. at 168, because it's like you're undisputed, so therefore you should be defending your titles against certified competition. Triple G has not deserved anything to get that fight, and yet by any means necessary, this is why like the fight
Man,
that's
when it comes to Triple G and Canelo, it's like the fight from that movie. What's that movie that with Samuel Jackson, The Great White Hope?
Yeah.
It's like a fight from there because that's what they want to see, man. Two non-black motherfuckers with skills fighting each other.
And
So they can build that up as the best thing out there. Because you see how they try to promote it the first fight. They promoted it like it was two fucking white guys, Irish white guys fighting each other back in the fucking 1940s and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like both of these niggas are immigrants from different countries that are not fucking Ireland. Well, I don't know about Canelo, but
And you know what's funny? People are trying to make it seem like Bivol doesn't have the courage to come down to 168. I'm like, listen to me. You dudes don't understand. Bivol at 168 would basically be like fucking Amir Khan with a steel chin. Canelo would probably fuck around and get stopped at 168, fucking around with some damn Bivol.
Dimitri Bivol will stop him.
Like you dudes are tripping. Like Canelo did this shit to stay the fuck away from Bivol. That's the reality of the situation. He was like,
what would happen if he fought Better Beef?
Oh my god.
Archer Beterbiev at 168 would beat the shit out of Canelo, and
Beterbiev is not an idiot.
That whole shit that Canelo likes to do, being in the corner.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that should be bad. I don't even want to.
Hey man, bro, the shit you hear about this dude, I told y'all the story that he's not allowed to go to the body during sparring. Did I tell y'all that story?
Bro, did you see the fucking Top Rank little 30 for 30 thing they did? He fucking broke his sparring partner's nose and shit.
Damn, man.
These dudes, man. First of all, Beterbiev is not an idiot. He wouldn't go down to 168. He'd be like, no, bring your sweet cinnamon ass up here and let me break your goddamn neck and get this shit over with. Man.
One of them was saying, dude, I've been in a car crash. Like, that shit felt better than sparring this dude.
Yeah. And it's funny because Beterbiev became unified champ like a month before Canelo fought Kovalev, and he didn't think about changing course for a reason. He was like, that motherfucker, dude, he'll put the heaters on my ass.
Hey, that's why I think you're too hard on what's his name that fought him.
Marcus Brown?
Just fought. Yeah, you too hard on that dude, bro.
No, I feel like a lot of us owe him respect. We all owe him respect.
Nah, he quit. Fuck that shit.
Nigga,
I see why.
The nigga hits like a Mack truck. Like 99% of humans are gonna quit in that situation.
Damn that. You supposed to get knocked smooth out. Fuck that. Or get stopped by the referee. This nigga quit.
There's no knocking smooth
pussy ass. Nah, he quit.
I
don't know how you beat a dude. You need like an Andre Ward. You need an Andre Ward to beat a dude like Better Beef.
Yeah, nigga, you need a pistol to deal with that bullshit.
Pretty much, bro.
Fuck Marcus Brown. He fucking quit.
I'm not even sure Andre Ward would take that dude. Yeah.
Benavidez would get fucking smoked.
Hey, y'all seen that meme?
I would like to see that.
Did y'all see that meme that went viral today?
Bro, how long have we been saying that about Benavidez?
There's a meme, for those who don't know, there's a meme out right now, the picture of Archer Beterbiev, and it says Benavidez. Hold on, man. Give me a second. Sorry. Give me a second. Yeah. So when it came the meme, right? There's a meme going around saying that because of Beterbiev, they got a picture of him. That's the reason why Benavidez is on the strictest diet right now.
Yeah.
Wow. How many? And you won't see Benavidez Senior repost that shit.
How many years have we said that though? We said that he doesn't want to go up to 175, not only for Beterbiev, but everybody up there just punched too hard. Like honestly, I don't even know how Benavidez would have did against like old man Adonis Stevenson. Like if we're keeping it 100, like if he get that straight left off, then that might be it. So it's like there were a bunch of people at 175 that could fuck with Benavidez. That's why he doesn't want to go up there. Shit, Morrell was at 175 for a minute.
But
man,
I don't know. That might be. That might be the fight next for him.
It needs to be. They both need
David Morrell.
Hell no, they're not gonna put Morrell in there. They got 9 fights.
I mean, what else is he doing? David Benavidez is a contender.
They could put it in there with fucking Andre
Why
Durrell.
they
It's a
giving
couple
niggas
niggas.
belts to fill?
No, I don't want to see a.
I don't want to see Andre Durrell get.
Yeah,
fucked
I
up.
don't want to see him get brutally knocked out.
Well, Andre
Durrell versus
Durrell.
who?
Andre Durrell.
You talking about Anthony? Well, Andre Durrell's at 175. Anthony's at 168.
I can see Al Heyman right
Oh,
now.
I
Hey,
want to see that. I want to see that. Anthony Durrell versus Morrell.
Oh fuck!
I mean,
I can see Al Heyman.
That's not like a bad fight, but it's like Anthony Durrell's not like the same fighter.
Caliber.
I wouldn't want to see that.
Hey man, he looked pretty good his last fight, even though he wasn't fighting nobody good.
I mean, yeah, he's
Yeah,
fighting.
I ain't
not-
gonna lie.
something
That dude he fought.
Yeah, he fought Marco
He been through a
Hernandez.
lot of wears and tears.
Yeah, bro. He came into
Yeah.
boxing with like 3 losses. He's a professional
This nigga,
gatekeeper. He takes
got his-
everything on short
bro.
notice.
He got kicked off of that TV show. What's that boxing TV show they had?
The Contender.
Yeah, he got kicked off that shit because he got beat up in sparring or some shit or some match. He was just in the living room and his whole face just started bleeding. They was like, "Oh, nah, nigga, you gotta go."
That's what I'm saying. Like, see,
Marcos Hernandez, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Cozarito's smart. He said Durrell's gonna fight Plant. Exactly. That's the exact kind of fight Plant need, and Plant might fuck around and lose that to keep it 100. But
He might.
yeah, he might lose that. But better be if he's Biddle. We'll see. People
If I'm a Canelo fan, you better hope Caleb Plant wins that fight. That's a bad look.
Oh my God! If fucking Caleb Plant loses to Anthony Durrell, wow,
Caleb
that's
Plant better not lose some.
you throw your
Y'all
whole
remember that
legacy-
day when he was going back and forth with Ray Jackson?
Yeah,
Idiot.
Nigga, that shit was funny.
I don't know. But hey, no, because Ray was talking about people's wives, and you're not supposed to talk about people's wives on boxing Twitter, right? Or it depends on whose wife it is. You talk about Terrence Crawford's wife, and a bunch of bitch niggas come out talking about how could you talk about a beautiful black woman?
Oh
Like,
shit.
Yeah, it's like, man, get the fuck out of here.
His wife was like
Jordan's not black.
absolutely
Like I'm just like, is Jordan not black? Is she no longer black now?
I don't know, man.
Jordan Plant.
You know her. Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, my only beef with Terrence Crawford is his fan base. Literally outside of that, Terrence Crawford is fine. If Terrence Crawford's fan base didn't exist, I probably wouldn't even pick a winner between Spence and Crawford. I'd be like, you know what, let them niggas fight, and we all win.
Motherfucker, man.
I like Bud.
He's
But yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I just don't like him. I just think he got too much alter ego to think that.
Honestly, a toxic fan base is a good sign.
No.
Every great fighter has a toxic fan base, bro.
No, that's not true.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Canelo, Pacquiao, Mayweather, all these niggas have toxic fan bases.
Pacquiao's fan base didn't get toxic until after he lost to Bradley.
Oh my god, they're the worst. Those
Like,
cards.
These
motherfuckers don't even watch boxing. They watch Pacquiao.
Yeah, they were cool until he lost to Bradley. Then they went fucking ape shit. I was like, wow, what the fuck happened to y'all?
Yeah.
And Crowd, I know you ain't talking about alter ego. Abraham Nova literally has a mascot of himself.
Damn.
That's a good sign to promote
He
yourself.
literally has a big ass mascot of himself. And he
Yeah, that's good.
Man, I've seen it's
good to do, right? To promote yourself.
I seen a guy win a rap competition because he had a mascot of himself when I was in New York. I swear to God.
They should do a rendition of the mascot getting knocked out with one punch. Oh fuck!
Oh my gosh! Shut the hell up, man!
At his ass twitching like Lubin. Jesus Christ, that was terrible.
Bro, all you do is
So
just
hey, hold on. I
man.
wanted to get y'all opinions on this. What do y'all think about the whole Tyson Fury not being able to come to America type shit? I'm gonna have to wrap out on that because I have to dip out in a minute. But
Man, fuck that nigga.
It makes sense. We all knew Tyson Fury was a criminal. He's proven that he's a criminal. He's involved with criminals. Like, and honestly, Bud is lucky that he cut ties when he did, because Bud was talking, especially Bud fans, they're dumbasses. They were like, oh, see, Bud getting that Kinahan money, so he the A-side over Earl Spence. As soon as that case dropped, niggas got real quiet. And it's like, exactly.
Real quiet.
That's why you stupid dumb niggas don't talk about shit you don't know about. If you've never handled any legitimate business, just shut the fuck up. I get tired of these dudes. These motherfuckers coming in talking about, oh, so he got that Kinahan bag, yeah, buddy. And then the fucking feds came in, and all of a sudden it's hush mode. So I get tired of you dudes.
Yeah, I ain't like that shit at all. I was like, man, this is not a good look, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. But
Yeah, he got.
I'm glad he got that shit sorted out. And I'm glad that Errol Spence versus Crawford is gonna happen. And fuck Tyson Fury, man. That shit funny you said. I just can't wait for more shit to drop. But y'all got any other words that you want to say before we close the show?
Yeah,
Nah.
I gotta say something.
What? What'd you guys say?
I just want to say that I can't wait for Bud versus EJ, and then who else is fighting this upcoming month?
Well, this
Nope.
weekend is Sarungbi Siam Bam, and then MJ versus Rios. So I hope Rios win because I know Rios will fight Fulton.
Yeah, yeah, but I can't wait for those fights, and I'm definitely looking forward for what the next couple fights coming up. Oh, and also Luis King Kong Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz.
Oh yeah, let's close
that
out on that real quick.
that bullshit.
Hey
That's
man, I
bullshit.
said,
That's
look,
gonna be a good ass fight.
that's gonna be a good ass fight. I don't care, D-High.
Bro, King
That's a good
Kong.
heavyweight
that
fight.
fight is dumb.
I got King Kong by like 4 rounds. KO.
I got Ortiz by knockout.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think. I mean, I'm gonna pick Ortiz by stopping because I want him to, but I don't know. He's getting dropped by jabs. He's slow. It's sketch. It's a sketch situation.
I don't know. Ortiz,
Oh fuck
he,
you,
he
fuck you
did look
then.
kind of he did look old in that Charles
Piece of
Barkley.
shit, Eugenio Rosario.
But we'll
I
see.
mean-
I don't know, y'all. I gotta get up out of here.
Oh, okay, all right. Thanks for having me up. You have a good one.
I'll see you guys.